It's good to be with everybody this afternoon. My name is Woodfin. I serve as mayor of the city of Birmingham, and it gives me it's truly an honor to be with you all in this gym, Ensley High School. Before I get started with a couple of points, there are a couple of key folk I want to acknowledge. First, my two colleagues, Carol Clarke, who represents District 8 and includes Ensley High School, where we are seated and standing. Also, neighboring District 9 includes a portion of Ensley. Ms. LaTanya Tate, City Council District 9. And also see Senator General Wagner here, a very, very super proud graduate of Ensley High School. As well as David Norton of the Housing Authority. Many neighborhood officers, leaders and presidents here. I do want to acknowledge George McCall, who's the president of Ensley, and all the other neighborhood presidents, everybody y'all see seated right here. Everybody y'all stand for me right quick. And then of course, the partners through the Zimmerman Development team. But all right, here's my favorite part. If I don't do anything else this afternoon, I got one job, and that is to acknowledge any and all Ensley High School graduates in this gym right now. If you are an Ensley High School graduate, please stand and wave your hand. Well, thank y'all for being here. I want to say what I always say, and that is, 2019, our goal was to help drive residential development in this area. This part of the broader economic and community redevelopment plan, we've been very intentional about investments we made in Ensley. If you paid attention, across 20th, the Ramsey Recording Building is another example. That project development anchors the revitalization strategy we've laid out over the last 3.5+ years for restoring historic downtown Ensley. And we believe the redevelopment of this site continues to breathe quality life back into our neighborhoods. For many years, all of you all know that Ensley High School provided education foundation for this community. But I believe as the next steps are taken, it's important to note that this site will provide a new foundation, vibrant, livable, as well as a safe space for residents in this entire area and footprint. I think that's to be celebrated. An early childhood learning center, which is something that's very important to me, and green space will create new opportunities and growth in this very proud neighborhood. And there's one last note I want to make before I pass the mic to my colleague, Carol Clarke, which is to say a huge thank you. Thank you to the Department of Innovation and Economic Opportunity. A big thank you to the Zimmerman Development Group for taking the next steps for this transformative project. With that, I want to bring up Carol Clarke, again, the City Councilor of this district.
Thank you, Mayor, and thanks to all of you, leaders, community leaders. I know we have several District 8 neighborhood leaders here today, representing Tuxedo, Bush Hills, Bellevue Heights, and Ensley, and also the 5 Points West community. Alumni of Ensley High School. It's such a proud day for District 8, and I'm just really proud to be representing District 8 today. I've only recently been briefed on this project, even though I knew it was coming because the community president told me about it very excitedly. And you know, this is the sort of thing we really need so much more of in Birmingham. And not just buildings, but thoughtful developers who take a holistic approach to upbuilding people and places. So this is not just a bunch of buildings, but this is a proven model to really also couple with housing, providing beautiful new housing that's affordable for families, but also supporting K-5 students within the community. So I'm just ecstatic. I can't thank Zimmerman enough. And we're really looking forward to participating in the design process, which will be taking place next year after the demolition is complete. So they promised to be engaged with the community, and so the community is really looking forward to that. And based on their past involvement with the community, we feel like we can bank on that. So thank you.
Ooh, that sun or something. Thank you. I'm David Northern, President and CEO of the Housing Authority of Birmingham District, and this is an exciting project. Everybody here knows that the Housing Authority, along with the partnership of the city, is working on some lofty goals that's related to affordable housing throughout our city here. We have a goal to repositioning many of our current developments, many of them legacy properties. And so when I saw this deal and our team reviewed it, what we saw was the opportunity to have fresh housing. When we decide to reposition, and when I mean that, I mean tear down current existing public housing that may be in disarray, we need places for people to go. And that's why I'm so excited about this project, because it's that fresh start housing where our clients will be able to transition from current developments to new, affordable, decent, safe, and sanitary housing that meet today's standards. So again, I want to say thank you on behalf of the Housing Authority for willing to come to the city and have a public-private partnership, and the Housing Authority is excited to be a part of this partnership. Thank you.
It's an emotional day. Thank you, everyone that spoke so far. My name is Tab Bullard. I'm a VP of Development for Zimmerman Properties in the Southeast. First off, I just want to express my sincere and our team's gratitude of Mayor Woodfin, your desire to invest in this Ensley community, entrusting us with the responsibility to honor this site, honor this legacy, and honor your community. I'd also like to thank Cornell Wesley and his whole team at the Office of Innovation and Economic Development, their guidance, their leadership, their initiative and support, and the hundreds and hundreds of calls and discussions that we had with Ms. Janice Dothard, who couldn't be here today. We miss her. She's out. They helped get this project to this point where it is right now, and help coach us to this point. To all the city councilors that are here, the new ones that are newly elected, we look forward to working with you. To all the city councilors that supported us along the way through the various meetings that we had with you all, with the community, thank you for supporting our team along the way. We sincerely appreciate it. And lastly, just to wrap up my thank yous, thank you, Ensley community. Thank you for supporting us like you have so far. We're honored to become a small part of the Ensley legacy, and we look forward to being an impactful member and neighbor within your community. So with that, I just kind of want to jump into what are we doing? Who are we? What does that look like? Standing before you today, I represent a team. I don't represent one person. And our team is focusing on one goal, and that is to honor this high school, to honor this community. But it is going to take a lot of work. There are a lot of complex issues. We are tearing down one of the most historical schools in the Birmingham community that has alumni that span the U.S. and beyond. We have to honor this community. Please. We have to honor this community. We have to honor the building. And I hate to say it for so many people that are distraught over it, it does need to come down. If we could have saved it, we would have, but it's time to go. And for that, I'm deeply sorry for your community. But we don't want to get rid of everything. This building that we're standing in now, even though it's newer, it wasn't a part of the original early 1900 development, it's got more to give. It's got more investment in this community to offer. And we feel like we have a great opportunity to partner with the city, to partner with the community, and to partner with an operator to come in and provide missing services that this community so desperately needs. After all of that is done, stabilizing the site, getting it cleaned up, then we've got to build it back. We've got to build it back up, and it's not just housing. The housing is great, the housing is needed, the housing is important, but it's the rest of the team that's going to make this deal what it is. And we take a team approach to everything that we do in the Southeast, and this is an example of what public-private, for-profit, nonprofit, local, federal, and state partnerships can look like when you come together to serve a community. One of our missions is to be open and honest. So we're going to make 3 promises to you today that I expect you to hold us to. But I hope you trust us and know that we're going to follow through on it. Those promises are, that first promise is we're going to be open and honest. We're going to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything that comes along with it if you want, because we want you there along with us to make sure that this development gets done and it gets done right. We're going to strive to make this the best development possible, and we're not going to give up without putting in a massive fight. And when we run into problems that we can't solve on our own, we know this community will have our back, and we will come to you first to help us figure it out. This is your community, this is your school, this is your heritage. We're here for you. So those are our 3 promises that we're going to honor, we're going to make to this community. So it's enough of me talking about us and this development or our thoughts behind it, and I want to go to the next stage, and that's talking about the team that we've put together. We're building housing, yes. We're building the Childhood Early Learning Center. We're investing in that center for the long term. We're going to make it viable for the long term. This is not something that we're going to prop up and hope lasts for 2, 3, 5 years. We're building it into the long-term feasibility of this development so it will be here for 30 years to serve the families that are living here. When the kids get off the bus and they come here, they're going to have a safe place to go, a safe place that they can go and further their education. We're going to partner with the school systems. We're going to partner with Wylam to make sure that the curriculum Star C provides matches what they're being taught in school so that they can improve on their educational outcomes and improve on what they're able to do when they leave this community. We're going to invest in the parents. We're going to help them figure out what is their passion, what is their goal, what are they looking to accomplish. And we've got a great partner in ELI that's going to make sure that they know what those goals are and they know how to attain them. So our nonprofit organization, Star C, which is new to Birmingham, and ELI, which many of you know are boots on the ground people impacting all of Birmingham and coming into Ensley with a passion. We're going to support them and they're going to support you. So with that, I would like to actually ask Audrey Reese, she's the executive director for Star C, to come up and just tell you a little bit about them, because you've never heard about them except for our development. And they've got a lot of good work, they've got a huge heart, and they mean a lot to our team, and they're going to mean a lot to this community.
Thank you, Tab, and I'd like to thank all the honored guests who are here today, Mayor Woodfin, the leadership from the Housing Authority, all of the, as well as most particularly all of the alumni who are here. I was so excited to come here today, but just being with you all, just feeling your emotions and your love for this place has really made an impact on me, and I'm so glad to be a part of this. My name is Audrey Reese, and I am the executive director of Star C. Star C is a nonprofit that has been based in the metro Atlanta area, and we are so proud to be expanding beyond that to be here in the Birmingham area. This is our first time coming out of Atlanta, and we feel like we have been welcomed here, and we're so excited about this development. What Star C does is to partner with affordable and equitable landlords to provide wraparound services. And what that means is when we can get with a landlord or developer such as Zimmerman that is committed to offering quality, affordable housing, we know that people will have a decent and stable place to live where they can afford their rents. We then come in and offer our own wraparound services. Those services include a free on-site after-school program and summer camp for elementary school-aged kids, so that's kindergarten through the 5th grade. We also have a wellness initiative that will operate in conjunction with a federally qualified health clinic, a food security initiative for families who may need assistance along those lines, as well as an eviction relief fund for those unfortunate times where people may need some help paying their rent. The rents here will be particularly affordable, so we don't think that will be an issue, but we will have that resource available. What we like to do is come in and help stabilize the families. We have seen that if you can keep people in their homes, you can keep the children in their schools, and in that way, they will do better. Every time a child moves, they lose 3 months of learning, and as you all know, there are only 9 months in a school year. We want to break that cycle of movement, keep families in their home, keep children in their schools, and come in and offer our services along with ELI, with whom we're very excited to partner, and just be a resource for the families living here, as well as a contributing partner to the broader Birmingham community, but particularly the Ensley neighborhood. We are so excited about this. We thank you for the welcome that you've given us. We thank Zimmerman for the opportunity, and we look forward to working with you. If you have any questions for me, I'll be around afterwards, and I look forward to speaking with you. Thank you.
So we have all these wonderful services, all these opportunities to housing. But when I say it's more than housing, I didn't know what that really meant until the next person that's going to come up here. The vision, the go-get-it attitude, the desire to break the mold of what affordable housing can look like, we would not have come up with such a great complement to the services that we're going to be providing without the help of Amanda Loper, who opened up a Birmingham office for David Baker Architects. So I'll let her come up here and talk to you a little bit about the vision that she had for this community and how it morphed over the time.
Thanks, Tab. Yeah, my name is Amanda Loper. I'm a principal with David Baker Architects. I started our Birmingham office 5 years ago, and this is the kind of project that was in my heart and in my dreams when I moved to Birmingham. I've spent my whole career doing housing for folks of all incomes and at all scales, and I'm so excited and honored to participate with the community and breathing life into this new season for this 10 acres we're standing on. So first of all, we want to absolutely honor the history of this site and actually have some ideas about how we can do that, and would like some more ideas on that, so I'll tell you about that in a minute. But y'all, this is more than 10 acres, and as it's been as a school, you know, there's been a fence around it. It's been a secure perimeter, as it should, you know, that kids are getting educated, but now we've got this 10 acres, and one of the biggest opportunities is to actually reconnect the neighborhood. So we're really excited about connecting the north side to the south side, bringing in new kind of people-oriented vehicular streets, as well as pedestrian connections, open spaces, and then housing at a variety of scales. The other thing about the specialness of this neighborhood is it has a historic fabric, an amazing grid system that's, you know, really easy to walk from. The existing historic bungalows are beautiful. And so we didn't want to just, you know, add a huge building that would feel out of place. So we really want to take care and provide a variety of building types and housing scales. So that means 2 stories along the historic neighborhood edges, some 3-story apartment buildings that are around a lot of open spaces and designed with lots of intentionality. And those are actually not designed yet. So we have so far gotten the site rezoned, and as far as we've gotten, you can see the sketches we have around is really just at a high conceptual level. So there's some bones that we've put into place, but we actually are looking forward to this next season where we get to design with the community. And Councilor Clarke, we absolutely will make good on our next season of community engagement and look forward to engaging with y'all around several things. You know, what the buildings want to look like, what they want to feel like, what do these open spaces want to be like and do. A big part of the plan is to actually create a new linear park that would allow more visibility to the building we're standing in today. But a big idea we have with that linear park is that is a great place to honor the Ensley High School history. And so something we'd really like to hear from the community on is what are some ideas about how we can honor that past? You know, we've got this park space, we've got this landscape. We look forward to using a lot of the existing materials that are on site in the new plan so that we both honor the past as well as look forward to the future. So we are so excited to be here and absolutely have an open door. One of our biggest principles as a design philosophy is that we design with the community. Projects are better that way when neighborhoods have a say in what goes in their backyard. So I look forward to engaging in that process with you as we develop the buildings further. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. The last group of people I'd really like to acknowledge that are really having an impact in this community, and they're responsible for getting this area to this point. If you had seen inside this building 2 weeks ago or a week ago, it was amazing. It was it was something else. So I want to thank Mark Martin with Build Up Ensley and all the wonderful people that you're helping in this community, and for the help that you've provided us so far. We look forward to partnering with you and your organization to help build up Ensley. And Mayor Woodfin, about to get stuff done. Thank y'all.